Hello, this is Steve. I'm glad you could join me. What we're going to talk about in this video are two very, very important lines. So we are going to talk about the lines that are directly on top of the x-axis and y-axis. So this line right here and this line right here. So it's very, very tempting to just refer to this line right here on the left as the x-axis, but it actually has an equation, and where we get the equation is by the fact that every ordered pair on this line has something in common, and that is every single ordered pair has a 0 for the y value. So the equation of this line is y equals 0. So if someone were to ask you what is the equation of the line that lies directly on top of the x-axis, you would say the equation is y equals 0. It's a horizontal line, so it is a function, and it has a slope equal to 0. Because it goes left and right forever, its domain is negative infinity to infinity. But since the only place it ever exists kind of in the up-down directions is at y equals 0, its range is just the single number 0. The line that lies directly on top of the y-axis could just be called the y-axis. But if you look at the ordered pairs on this line, you will notice that they all have something in common, and that is that they all have a 0 in the x position. So its equation is going to be x equals 0. So when you want to give the equation of the line directly on top of the y-axis, you say x equals 0. It, however, does fail the vertical line test, so it is not a function. It's still a very important line, even though it's not a function, but it is important to remember that no vertical line is actually a function. Its slope is actually not given as a number, it is given as the word undefined. And because it only exists left and right at one x value, its domain is the single number 0. But since it goes up and down forever, its range is going to be negative infinity to infinity. So these are two important lines you want to know when you're not just talking about the x-axis and the y-axis, but the equation of the x-axis and the y-axis. One important idea that I do want to mention is, since the horizontal line has a slope of 0 and the vertical line has a slope of undefined, we never want to use the term no slope, because people are just going to get confused by what that means. So you never say no slope. You want to stick with the terms either slope is 0 for the horizontal line, y equals 0, or the slope is undefined for the vertical line, x equals 0. And that's going to be it. Thanks for watching.